Every night before bed, the woman would load her shotgun with bullets. Then she would cradle the gun in her arms, quietly waiting for something. In just 2.5 seconds, a giant bird monster flew up to her window. But on closer look, this massive bird had no head. In its place was a disgusting mass of tumors. This was a post-apocalyptic world overrun by monsters. A towering wall had split the world in two. Inside the walls was a paradise on Earth. People had endless supplies of fresh fruits and vegetables, and the most advanced educational facilities. But beyond the walls, the world had been ravaged by monsters. The stench of decay hung everywhere. To survive, scavenging for supplies became a daily necessity for those outside the walls. Soon the brother and sister found a relatively intact house. After smashing the window with a rock, they made it inside to search for supplies. The place was a wreck, but they managed to find a toothbrush in a drawer and a large unopened pack of toilet paper. Jenny was thrilled. She hadn't used a toilet in 3 days. After clearing the weeds out of the toilet bowl, she couldn't wait to sit down. But halfway through, her brother walked in on her. After an awkward moment, they continued exploring the second floor. As soon as they entered the room, they found two mummified corpses. Seeing their shriveled hands clasped together, they figured the couple must have starved to death. Clearly there was no food left here. After a fruitless search, the sister reluctantly pulled out their last can of food. Once they had eaten, they continued on their way. Their destination was the coveted world inside the walls. They decided to follow the railroad tracks on the map, but they hadn't gone 2 steps before they ran into a gang of bandits guarding the area. Several creepy men surrounded them. For guys who hadn't seen a woman in ages, Jenny was a prime catch. They even bragged about showing Jenny what heaven felt like. Seeing their bad intentions, Jenny whipped out her homemade gun, but they just laughed at her. They mocked her for trying to scare them with a broken toy. Exposed, Jenny quickly scrambled up a chain link fence. The bandits swarmed after her, but what they didn't expect was how skilled her scrawny little brother actually was. In just 2.5 seconds, he had taken out every attacker. But when one of them tried to sneak up from behind, Jenny, hanging from the fence, pulled the trigger. A powerful energy blast shot out. It didn't hit the enemy directly, but the blast melted through a nearby power line. The bandits were so scared they wet themselves. The tables turned, and the siblings robbed them instead. After fully charging their batteries, they continued on.